Hey, this is Angela Murad from Amazing Kids AAC Consulting. Today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026. I'm here on my iPad 10th Gen that has iPad OS version 26.3. I have almost 11.5 gigabytes. I'm getting ready to show some glitches that are happening in LAMP's Words for Life, AAC app from PRC-Saltillo. It's not specific to my model of iPad or the iPad OS I'm on based on what I'm seeing on social media. I've seen numerous posts from parents and professionals about these glitches. And I think it's just specific to the app update because I also have this app installed on my iPad Air 11-inch M2 that I have not installed the most recent app updates for PRC-Saltillo apps, and I'm not experiencing these glitches there. You can see my other videos that I posted yesterday about Touch Chat and about Unity. I won't be making one about Dialogue AAC, but the same things are happening in that as well. So this is intended to be some quick fixes, some hacks to address these glitches if these are problematic to your user. If they're not, then I wouldn't worry about it. Hopefully the company will get it fixed quickly, but I've seen enough posts from parents about their child becoming very dysregulated and upset that I thought it was worth the time to share some hacks for how to work around the current glitches. Okay, so the first thing is, let me go over to the Vocab area so you can see this is occurring on version 2026.1.0 that was released by the company on February 11th, 2026. Today is February 23rd, 2026. And it's happening regardless of which Vocab file that I'm in. But I did do a fresh install just to make sure that it wasn't because something else had glitched along the way. First thing is if I've named it the dot glitch. Because if there's nothing in the message window and you tap,
Dot.
It says dot. That, after problem solving, I figured out is specific to the Acapela text-to-speech voices. So if your user has discovered that, numerous parents have reported that their child, of course, discovered that. Most people wouldn't tap on a message window that's empty, but if you do,
Dot.
you hear dot, and they're tapping like repeatedly, hearing dot, 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 and then becoming dysregulated. So the workaround for that temporarily is to go into your menu settings. Along with your AAC user, I would have them listen to some alternative voices. If it's a child or teen, you have lots of Amagu voices to choose from, and let them help prioritize. Is the dot glitch dysregulating and upsetting enough to make it worth temporarily using another voice? If the answer is yes, and have them listen and say they picked a new voice. You will lose highlight spoken word if you're using an Amagu voice. Okay. And blue check mark. And you'll hear
Hi.
So now that's my new voice. I have an empty message window. I'm tapping, 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 and I do not hear anything, as I shouldn't with an empty message window. So that's the workaround. If the dot glitch needs to be dealt with, switch to an Amagu voice with your AAC user being involved in that process of deciding if that's what they want to do. Okay, the other glitch that's happening is if you have edited pronunciation at the button level. And I'll show you an example where I've done that. Under my name, see where it says alternate pronunciation. All right. Here's what happens.
My name is Angela. My name is Angela. My name is Angela. My name is Angela.
And that's happening regardless of the voice that you choose. So I'm going to go over and switch back to my acapella voice. And you'll hear that it's happening on that as well. Okay, clear. And that.
My name is Angela. My name is Angela. My name is Angela. My name is Angela.
So yeah, that's even more disruptive in my opinion. So the workaround for that is first I would make a copy of your vocab file, especially if you have several buttons where you've done this type of button level editing of the pronunciation. That way you have a copy to revert back to after this is all fixed, because that button level editing of the pronunciation is quite helpful, because then those pronunciation exceptions are included when you back up your file. So let me show you what you need to do. After you've made a copy of your vocab file, edit on the copy. I would prioritize which ones you use the most. Okay, save, done.
My name is Angela.
So you see that just spoke it once, as it should. Now, what you can do, that particular voice doesn't have that hard of a time with my name, but several do. So if I needed to edit the pronunciation on a name, then I'm going to go in and add the word to the list here at the menu level. Save. The downside of it being at the menu level is I'm pretty sure that's not included whenever you share a vocab file or backup or save, especially if you're a family that's using LAMP on multiple iPads. I can't remember if there's a way to export that list or not. Anyway, that's why I'm saying create a backup. So now I'm going to go over.
My name is Angela.
So yeah, that's two fixes, two distinct text-to-speech glitches. There's a third one that I have seen one video of in the LAMP Words for Life user group on Facebook that I haven't encountered, so I don't have a way to videotape that myself, but I have the fix for that over in my touch chat video. And in a nutshell, what that one is the iOS accessibility Apple text-to-speech voice randomly being used on buttons instead of the voice that you set within the app. And there doesn't appear to be any rhyme or reason, like it's just random. And it's especially happening over in touch chat, but I have seen an example of it happening on video in LAMP. So if you need to know how to fix that one, head over to my touch chat video and I show you how to fix that. Hopefully PRC-Saltillo will get these issues fixed quickly, and I hope you find this video helpful.